Welcome to Play and Learn with Dr. Susan. I'm Dr. Susan, and I'm delighted that you are here with me today. And we are going to be going through one of our other fun books that we have a series of. It's called the Spots book. And we're going to go through a series of today it's called Teamwork. And teamwork can be done, something that can be done with your family, it can be done with a group of friends or an organization, it can be done at school, it can be done in lots of places. And it gives us all a chance to be leaders and also to be part of a team. So today we're going to talk about how we might be able to do that in a very fun way. So we're going to start with the book and take a look at what Spot is going to show us how to be on a team and to do teamwork. So let's see what that's about this morning. All right. So today's story time, and there's Spot right in the middle of our book, and it's also a story about collaboration and leadership. And we'll go into that long, big word as we go further into our book. Hi, we are little spots of teamwork. We are here to show you how to collaborate and be a good team. Okay, just from simply looking at it, tells you need more than one person. What is a team? That's a question. A team is two or more individuals working together to achieve a common goal. You might see a pair of people working together, a crew, or even a large group. And you see all the spots there demonstrating what those look like. I can do a lot by myself. Why do I need to be on a part of a team? Well, it's a good question. Being part of a team is great in so many ways. You can make friends, build trust, and learn so much about yourself. You also can accomplish so much more working together than you can by yourself. Just look at the start of this giant snowman. It would take a couple of people to push that snowball around, wouldn't it? There are so many places we enjoy every day because of a group of people worked together as a team. Schools, libraries, community centers, an example of places built by a team of people. In teamwork, you collaborate a lot. Collaboration is when you have a group of people with a lot of different talents and skills working together to create something amazing. Technology like phones and computers and robots require people to collaborate every day as a team to come up with the latest device. We wouldn't have our cell phones and our laptops and our tablets to play with if we didn't have that. So what makes a good team? Well, here's some things to remember. There's a great question. Teamwork spots follow these 7 simple rules. 1, agree on a common goal. 2, do your part. 3, listen to others. 4, encourage others. 5, share thoughts. 6, problem solve. 7, respectfully disagree. It's very cool to have an option to be able to state your feelings about something, isn't it? Sport teams are wonderful examples of how a group of people work together to score points. Did you know the majority of teams, both in and out of sports, share a similar structure? They have a leader, captain, and teammates, other people to be the guards, like with basketball, who shoots the baskets and who guards the person that has the ball and things of that nature. If you've watched sports or even played sports. The leader, what makes a good leader? A leader's job is to guide the team to their goal. They can recognize the strengths and weaknesses of a team and make sure everyone stays on track. They are also good at encouraging the team and resolving conflicts. What makes a good teammate? A teammate's job is to follow the leader and to do their part. They can do this by listening, working hard, and having a positive attitude. Sounds like we need this kind of stuff in a lot of things that we do. In every team, there can be conflict. It's important that you learn how to respectfully disagree so the team remains on task and has no hard feelings. What should we read aloud today? Snippets, says the little boy. I'm not just a scribble. She wants to read something different. Stay calm is one of the first things. First step in disagreement is to stay calm and listen. This will let the other person you know respect them and their opinion. So it looks like the little boy wants to read the book Snippets, and the other one wants to read the book I'm Not a Scribble. Snippet is better because it's all about shapes. Find a positive in what they are saying and use the sentence that starts with I when responding. I hear what you're saying. Snippets is a great book. So she found something good about that book. Share your thoughts and offer a compromise. Explaining why you don't agree and offering a compromise can show the person you're trying to find a resolution or an answer. But National Scribble Day is this week. How about we read Snippets next week? Well done. You are able to hear a great story and make an amazing scribble art without fighting. How many of us want that with our brothers and our sisters and sometimes our playmates? Team building at home. There's a lot of ways you can be part of a team at home. Cooking is so much fun as a team. One person can roll out the dough, the other one stamps the cookies. Dinner time is another time when everyone can do their part and work together. There are several tasks to do. You can set the table, clean off the dirty dishes, clean the table, and sweep the floor. Helping also shows kindness to your caregiver. Now, your caregiver in this book can be your mom, your dad, or your relative, and sometimes when your mom and dad aren't there, they can be your aunt, your uncle, or a neighbor. In school, there's a lot of teams. Not only can students collaborate during projects, but they can share tasks like opening the door, changing the weather chart, or turning off the lights. And you can switch up the task every week so everyone can participate and help out the teacher. I'm the caboose. I'm in charge of turning off the lights. That's the last person in line. I'm the weather changer. I'm in charge of updating the weather on this chart. I'm the line leader. I'm the door holder. Team building at school. Look at all those ways all the kids get to work together to make the class a nice classroom and the class a nice place to be. And the teacher appreciates all the efforts that they put into that. It's important to constantly practice teamwork. You can do this with team building activities. This helps everyone learn how to work together. So I thought it would be fun to try one. Today we are going to do a portrait of Scribble Spot together. Since he is made from a team of emotions, there we go. This is a team effort that they're doing, team building activity. I've never had anyone do a portrait before. And if we look at the picture of the spots down at the bottom of the book, one's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and I believe that last one is gray. And the one that's standing there shouting he has all the colors. So let's see what they came up with. Sure, you can make art by yourself, but you will learn so much more when you work as a team. By making one big giant portrait, you can practice problem solving by figuring out what design to do together, learn new techniques from your teammates, and create new art that you would not have thought of yourself. Or, if you want everyone to have their own piece of art, you can start with one piece of paper and pass the paper to the next person every 20 seconds. You know how fast 20 seconds goes? So each paper has a little art from every teammate on it. That's a fun project to do. It's even fun to do at home with your family. Wow, I can see you really paid attention with all the teamwork advice. This is the most magnificent collaborative art piece I have ever seen. You were right. Working together as a team is so much fun. And that's the end of the information from Spots. So I'm back in the center. So today I thought I'm going to share a story and kind of show you something that I used to do as when I was little. And when I talk about being little, I'm talking about I had a sister, I have two sisters and a brother, so that makes four of us. And one of our family projects that we used to do, we did it twice a month, was always on Sunday. And we got to go out on what we called our family Sunday outing. So we always did something with the whole family, 1 to 2 Sundays a week, depending on how much time and the activities that were going on in our family. And I really didn't think about it when I was doing it, but as looking back on it, I thought, you know, that's a really good idea. It's something that you're doing at home with your family, and right now that's the best place that we have to work with a large group of people, or a group of people that we're with all the time. And so now this gives us a chance to create something cool. So it could be a project, maybe a project for the house, or a family outing. So I'm going to show you what we did and is in our family, and I'm going to do it on this piece of paper. So you might take the idea and maybe use it, because it does save a whole lot of time when it comes to trying to decide where we were going to go and who was going to do what to get it ready and that kind of a thing. So this is our family Sunday outing, is what we're going to call this particular family project. So I took a piece of poster board, and I cut it down a little bit. I didn't need a giant piece. And I did an 8-inch circle. And it ended up being 16 because I made circles all the way around. So the first thing that I did is I took a ruler that I have, and I decided I wanted it to be 16 inches wide. So I found the center of my board. I wanted it to be 8 inches. So I started with 8, and I made a center point. I think you can see that. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see it in the camera a little bit better. I'll work from the side. So I just put this in the center, and I marked where 8 was. So I put in 8, that there. Here's the center point. Then I turned the ruler sideways, and I lined up where the 8 is, and then I went out. There's the center. 8 inches, and I made a line here, and then I went over here, and I moved the ruler to the center, and I went over 8 inches here, just like that. Then we needed that made our center line. So I'm going to line that in so you can see that, just like that. And now I'm going to use a black pen so that you can actually see the circle that we're made. So there's my first line, okay? And I didn't have anything to make a big circle. Usually I use a bowl or something, and I didn't have a bowl this big. So I decided, well, I'll just make my own circle. And I wanted it to be an even circle, so I started hitting the point again, and I made a line out here. And I just kept turning the ruler, finding the center point, and making another line all the way around, so that I had a line of all these circles. So you can see that. So once I did that, then I connected the lines. I did it with a pencil, but now I'll do it with the pen so you can see it better, okay? So, I'm sorry my hand's in the way, but once we get it done, you can see it. And then this way, you can make a circle. You can make the circle any size you want. But this way, I felt it would be easy enough to see. So I did it the 8-inch, the 8. So we have a 16-inch diameter circle, is what we ended up doing. And the rest of the story I'll tell you so you could understand why I made divisions and other lines in here. So I wanted to have 8 pie shapes inside my circle. So I went ahead and I did the ruler again, and I found the center, and I started out, made it line up right at the very point, and then I did 1, And then here's another one, because I wanted 8 pie shapes. They all aren't exactly the same size, but that's okay. This is just for a family project that we do. But I'll go back to the story, but in my family, my mom had a job and so did my dad. So they worked during the week. And, you know, we went to school during the school year. In the summer, we had certain projects or certain chores we had to do. But this is the weekend, the Sunday outings we used to do during the winter, because we always did summer vacation or vacation time in the summer. So anyway, I made 8 pie shapes. It's like that. So there's my pie shapes, okay? Now, our family, with my mom and dad, on Friday, when we're going to go on Sunday, on Friday, my dad and mom would sit down and they would have a list of 3 things that us kids could choose. Now, we all had to agree. Remember the part where they said you disagree respectfully and how you make decisions? So we had 3 choices. I'm going to write it here. I guess I should write it so you can see it. So it was 3 choices that we had, that my parents came up with. 3 choices. And us kids had to decide amongst ourselves, my parents didn't say anything, which one of those 3 choices we were going to go on. Sometimes we had disagreements, saying, I don't want to do that, that's not fun, or you know how that is, you have brothers and sisters in your family, or even sometimes moms and dads couldn't agree what they wanted to do. But we all would work it out, and we would all have discussions about what we could do, where we went, and what we could do when we were there, and things like that. But we always had 3 choices. Some of the choices that we had, we could go to a museum, we could go to a park, we could go to the beach, we could go to, one of our favorite things to do was to go to Santa Barbara and go to the missions. That was one of the favorite things that we enjoyed doing. And we could go there. So my parents always had choices for us. So we had to choose where we were going. So once that choice was made, we told Mom and Dad that this is what we wanted to do and this is where we're going to go. So in order to do that, this is part of the whole project. In order to do that, we had to, certain things that we did on Saturday to get ready for Sunday. And this is called Saturday, down here at the bottom I have written, and I'll write it darker for you, Saturday teamwork. So this is where our teamwork comes in within our family. The book told us about cooking and doing stuff like that. But we had, I'm going to write this down here. This is Saturday teamwork. So we had to work as a team on Saturday in order to prepare for Sunday. There we go. So the Saturday teamwork was, because Mom had a job and Dad had a job, and Saturday was always cleaning the house and getting things in order, doing your grocery shopping for the next week, and doing all those activities and things big people have to take care of our families. So in order for us to be gone all day Sunday, we had to make sure that all those things that my mom and my dad did on the weekends, on Saturday, got done because we didn't have Sunday to do them. And the other thing, when we were going to school, we had to remember that we had to get our homework done if we had homework for school. So that was part of our chore too. We had to have our homework done and all these other things done. So the best way my dad came up with was, why don't we make a chart, which is I'm showing you the charts that we used, and everybody has a certain pie that they had to accomplish for part of this teamwork. We could help each other if we wanted to do that. That was okay. But mostly it was, we had certain things to do. So I'm sure your family has different projects and things that they do that they have to get done. So I'm going to take the green, and our common goal, we talked about in the book that you set a common goal. Well, our common goal was to go away for Sunday. So that was our goal. So on this wine pie thing, I was going to write our trip to Santa Barbara is where the missions were. So I'm going to put trip to Santa Barbara. That was one of our favorite places to go. There was the zoo we could go to. We could look at the museums. We could just ride bicycles on the sidewalks that they had by the beach. We could just do all kinds of things. The zoo was one place that we went. So this was the goal. So here's our common goal, and we already made our choice. So we had to work as a team to make the choice. And then we had to divide the rest of the pie shapes up to the things we were going to get done. So my dad, always on the weekend, he always mowed the lawn and took care of the leaves and all that kind of stuff. So this was my dad. So Dad did lawn work. Okay, and there was 4 kids, so we each had our room, and I'll put 4 rooms over here. We each had our room we were responsible for making sure it was clean and things like that was done. That was our pie chart there. And we also had on our each individual sheet, and this was one we didn't get to have help on. Homework, because we all were in different grades. Gotta spell this right. Homework. And so homework went in all of our pie charts. So we had to be sure that was all done. So that's an individual effort. Our rooms, we could ask each other for help if we needed it and work as a team to get our rooms cleaned faster. That was one of the other things. Then the other ones we had to do as a team, we had cleaning for the rest of the house. So that was the bathrooms and the living room and the kitchen and things like that. And the other fun thing that we enjoyed doing as a whole group is usually when we went out on an outing on Sunday, we got to take a picnic. So we got choices again, whether we're going to take egg salad sandwiches, tuna salad, peanut butter and jelly, or what are we going to take on our picnic? And then we got to decide what that was going to be, and then as a team on Saturday night, we made everything that we were going to take on our picnic on Sunday. So that was part of our pie circle, which was here, and we put that under kitchen. At least that's where my mom put it. And it was the picnic, and then just cleaning that needed to be done for the kitchen, and that was helping my mom. And usually the girls and I did that, and my brother helped with the lawn work with my dad. And then the other one that we had was we do laundry and we did grocery shopping. It was the other things we did on Saturday. So we had to go grocery shopping and also helping getting the laundry done so that we could go have our clothes and everything else done for the next week. So when you sit and think about it, moms and dads did a whole lot of work. When we didn't have this outing thing, the only thing we were responsible for was to take care of our room, our homework, and that stuff. And sometimes we had chores with the living room and the kitchen and dishes and stuff like that you guys probably have already. That just makes for a happier family and everything gets done and somebody doesn't get exhausted from having to do all of it. So our common goal was to get all of this done, and then once we did that, then we had the shopping, and that was something everybody helped do. So it was our shopping and laundry. It was putting things in the washer and the dryer and folding and putting them in separate rooms where the clothes went. So this was our pie chart. You can see it from here. This was our pie chart that we used. Now, I didn't write up here. We titled this, and we had this poster that we made on Friday, and my mom and dad usually made the poster for us. And this was our title, and we did this every other Sunday. So we got to go someplace twice a month. So the family Sunday outing. So we did that twice a month. And so this was the whole project that we did in order to meet our goal, which was to go to Santa Barbara on Sunday. And Santa Barbara was like an hour and a half or something like that away from where we live. So this was the goal. These were the things that needed to be accomplished to achieve the goal. And we each had a specific thing that we had to do, which was our homework. And then the rest of it, we could all work together if we wanted to. That was the choices that we had. So what we got out of this, and I really didn't think about it when I was 8 and 9 years old when we did these kinds of things. I didn't think about the kind of things that we got to go and do. And we did this, a Sunday outing thing until I was 14 and my brother was 15. We kept doing it even as we got to be teenagers because we had younger sisters that were 4 and 8 years old, younger than we are. So we kept doing it, and it's a fun project. We got to go lots of places, do lots of things, and learn a lot about each other. The things we liked, the things we didn't like. But one of the things that I want to share with you is that when you do this kind of thing, here's what we call the payoff. The payoff was we got to spend time together. So I'm going to write, these were the positive things we received with time, being together. We got to share love. We built trust in one another. We learned to share our feelings about decisions. We got to share. And the last part of it, which to me is super important, and we got to experience a whole lot about being a family, working as a team, and also we got to go places and see things that if we didn't do this, we wouldn't have done those things and we wouldn't have had those. So the best part of all that is we had great opportunities for making memories. So when I read the book, or when I was looking at the book, I thought, wow, I remember doing all of that. My parents didn't call it that kind of a thing. This was just our way of getting it accomplished so that we didn't have the arguments and the disagreements and all that kind of stuff. And we did get very good at listening to what each other had to say, sharing our opinions about what we were going to do, and it was a simple and fun way to be able to do that. So I thought I'd share this with you today as possibly a family project that you guys could do, and to build time and love and trust and share and create memories that you get to think about when you get older, like me. Yet it always brings smiles to my face, and it always is a place that I remember my brothers and my sisters and how we felt together and those wonderful memories that we made. So it's one way, and the other part of it too is we got to go places, and it really didn't cost a lot of money because we all worked together to do it, and that's why we took our picnic lunch, and we got to pack that, and it was just ways of becoming closer together, to sharing who we are. And as we got older, every time we went someplace, we were different people because we experienced different things. We learned how to do something different. We found shortcuts in how to clean our rooms and help our parents. So this is one of the many ways that you can have a project, be able to share it with your family, and then when you get to do projects and teamwork at school, you already have a picture of what that might look like. And you might be able to share, as I'm sharing with you today, that, you know, we did it this way at home when we were all going to go somewhere and we needed to get everything done. And this is how we do it. So here's an idea that you can take and use at home. You don't have to have a chart like this. You can have any kind of a chart you want. And it's just a fun way of making a difference, to share, to trust, to love, to spend time together, and to make memories. So have fun with it. And if you want to make your charts really cool, you can put pictures, and maybe when you get back from your event or wherever you went, you can take the pictures you took on your camera, get them printed, and put it on your chart and kind of save it. This is where we went on this day, and this is what we did. So enjoy creating a family outing. It doesn't have to be on Sunday. Can be any day during the week, and how you work together to make it a wonderful experience for everybody. So take some time, think of places you want to go and things you want to see, and you can do it as a family and do it as a team. So have a great week, And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye.